are some leaders satisfied with only leading a few of the people in the church or the organization while neglecting the whole. Welcome to Reactivating Churches Daily. This is the place where you spark that idea as you try to help your church not just simply reopen, not just simply move forward, but to reactivating to disciple-making activities and processes within your church. This is where you begin to leverage your influence so that you can unleash the disciple-making potential in your church, in your workplace, in your home. You know, some leaders, they focus only on a few people. Some people will identify the people who agree with them. Some people will identify the people that they have power over. Some people will identify just a small group of people. And unfortunately, a lot of leaders fall into this trap. You see, leading is hard. Or truly leading the whole of the church or the organization is hard. Now, leading the whole doesn't mean everybody's going to always agree and doesn't mean that everybody's always going to follow. But it means that we're investing our influence so that we can move the church, move the workplace, move the organization forward together. You see, together is not always unanimous. You see, some of the hard things in leading the whole is that you have to have great clarity in where you're going and how you're going to get there. Not only that, but you have to be able to articulate verbally and in writing how that's going to happen. And then you have to have the patience to do it over time. You see, a lot of times as leaders, we think through and we've spent a lot of time thinking and processing many ideas and things that are going to happen. And by the time we go public with them, we're tired. We're ready to move on. But if you're going to lead the whole, you have to stay patient and you have to stay diligent. You have to move towards the conversations, not gravitate to the people who are already in favor and already agree with you. You see, as leaders, we can't just simply lead a small portion of people. Especially as pastors and church leaders, our job is to shepherd the flock and to equip the saints. You see, reactivating churches just isn't simply about reopening the doors in this crazy time. It's not simply about trying to find the next new thing. We want leaders to move forward in making disciples in your church and in your community and within your workplace if you are a Christian leader. And so we want you to lead the whole. We don't want you just to be satisfied with just a small portion of people. So today's simple tip, I want you to begin to identify people you need to have good conversations with about what God is doing in the life of your church. People within your organization that God's put right in front of you. And have conversations about the future and how you're going to get there. So identify the people who are already closest to you. But then I want you to begin to identify who are the next pools or groups of people that you need to talk with. Because it's in these conversations where you find success in leading and shepherding the entire congregation, the entire organization, as you want to reactivate forward.